I don't know if I, in one of my last clips, made you a video of the outcomes of what the flowers look like. Let me just show you. This is my care package today for St. Mary's. It has a combination of different things. I don't know if I'm going to leave it in the car. I don't know if I'm going to bring it in. I don't know if Christopher's going to be with me. I'm just really uncertain about how to handle this package. These, as I've taken pictures of and posted, these are door handles. Handle Christmas thingy-majiggers. They're door hangers. That's the word. These flowers, I think I did about at least 25 to 30 of them. I dipped them in the anointing oil, let them dry, sprayed some perfume on some of them, most of them, and then, because the stuff's really expensive, and then I tied off a ribbon, and so I took some pictures and I'll post them. And then we have the gift sacks, which has the meaning of what the candy cane is, how science confirms the Bible, some milk duds, and the John 4:14 liquid. There is about, I think, 9 or 10 of these. And then down here you can see the John 4:14 bottles, and I did, I think, 48 of those. And I put them in this basket. A tisket, a tasket, some Jesus full of basket. And here's what you need to learn. If somebody sends you something in the mail, like this little tiny piece of cloth, with a letter that states, this is something that I'm giving to you, it's a piece of Jesus, who is a piece of me, and I wanted to share this with you, most people would probably throw it away. You can't spend it. There's no money with it. Why should I keep this? It's stupid. Well, when parishes send me things like little burnt, candles to be burned on certain days, or a cloth or whatever, I really like those things, because what it does is it gives you the tangible touch of Christ. And I think that's a lot of the reason why people started to pray to the rosary, is because they could touch this and feel this and meditate on it instead of just sitting and trying to get something. And I don't care, pray the rosary, don't pray the rosary, I don't care. And I don't care what other people have to say about whether or not I care, or whether they care. I don't care. So, there's a lot that I'm going to be doing. I also am going to start working on the rest of the cards for the soldiers. I kicked out 9 cards yesterday, and the cards for the soldiers are all going to be put into a big box, and I'm going to mail them off by the 15th. The other thing that you guys missed, and I really wish that somebody would have at least caught on this. I am a member of God's team. Okay, so say you're a member of God's team. Why didn't you ask for a hat? You see, all the things that I'm doing right now, they're not getting very much response at all. The people who have responded have said, this needs to be forwarded. Why aren't people watching this? Why aren't people doing this? It makes me angry. How can I circulate it? I'm like, don't worry, it'll circulate itself. Because there's going to come a time when Jesus said himself, they're going to call for me, and they will not hear me. I will not hear them. They will want to be with me. And I'm going to look at them and say, walk away, I never knew you. Could you imagine what kind of crush that would be to somebody? To have Jesus himself, not through the Pope, not through me, Jesus himself stand right in front of you and say, get away from me, I never knew you. Oh my God. Well, what does that mean? I'm going to hell? Well, what's going to happen to me now? Go find Angela, she'll tell you. But the thing is that I might not be found either. I could be dead. I could be living in a remote area in Colorado where I don't even have anything. No computers, no nothing. Just sitting back with a couple of people, having some good times and not worrying about any of you. You have no idea what great lengths that I went to for you, so that you wouldn't have to suffer what those who are going to be suffering at the hands of other men are going to suffer. It's just like that little girl that ran out about going to school and the Taliban shot her in the head. Now she gets millions of letters. Based on all the things that I've done, I should be living in a mansion having people paint my toenails while the rest of my family is sitting in the jacuzzi living the high life. But I've already told God I don't want that life. I don't need that life. I already had that life. Pool table, slot machine, hot tub, tanning beds. The best of everything Brian gave me. Brian won. He was so wrapped up in materialism and I so wasn't. It didn't work. It came down to our core values at the time and it didn't work. And so now, I have been taken to this place where I never would have been if we would have stayed together, or Brian too and I would have stayed together, or, you know, that thing with the guy online a while back would have worked out. No. They get in the way. They get in the way, and Jesus is saying, I need you to be with me. And do you know how hard it is and how lonely it can be? Sure, it's gratifying to be with JC all the time, but I've been with him for 8 years straight, every day, in and out. It gets lonely. And I'm not talking sexual lonely. I'm not talking, you know, oh, I want to hold somebody lonely. I mean just lonely. And alone. But by me holding off and waiting, as Revelation 3:10 says, you sing it, Bonzo. He knows when I get riled up, he starts talking back to me. I'm going to end up being this this little evangelical force that's going to just, like a bowling ball, knock all the pins down, and I'm just going to stand there and smile while everybody's standing in awe going, how in the hell did she do that with no arms? No, I've established a really great foundation with some people. So they might watch some of my videos and think, well, that's pretty far out there, or that's too much for me to even try to take in. Well, I don't care. I don't care what any of you think. I don't. Once you've been in front of 14 judges, you just don't care what modern, you know, regular citizens, people who screw up right in front of my eyes, and I'm thinking, you know, I probably could have told them or forewarned them about that, but they're going to do their own thing. They're not going to listen to me. And then they fall off a cliff. And then what are they wishing for? Help, help. Y'all cry out to the Lord, not thank you. You cry out to the Lord, help me. And is there anything wrong with that? Not really. But for every single prayer that you should be praying up to God, you should also be given 10 praises. A 1 to 10 ratio. 10 things you're thankful for, and then give him the prayer, and then give him some more praise. Try it that way. It might just work a little better for you. Alright, thanks for tuning in. Remember, wherever you go, there you are, and I hope you watch the next few clips.